cute. You cat. Yeah. Mount. I'm nice. Maybe. Check. Checking all the buttons. Get the button. Get the buttons now. I have to put a hop at the button. At the button. Welcome to my house. This is my house. This is my house. Won't you get out of my house? This is... Welcome to my house. Please get out of my house. It's not your house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. With the lo-fi effect, I've imagined a concept where the dachshund hijacks the plane radio and just talks. This is your captain. I'm nice now. Get peanuts. Dogs can have peanuts. Go for dog. We're gonna get the weather. The weather is degrees. Got a bendy degrees. Bendy that we've never seen. We got a degree of the air. Got a bendy air molecules. Bendy molecules that make up the airs. I got the air. Get the peanuts. You can have a drinky poo. You can get alcohol. You can buy this. And then you can buy the alcohol. They're telling me alcohol is bad for dogs. Don't get the alcohol. Get the hall. Get the halls. Get the halls. Get the halls. Have the biscuit. Get the dog biscuit. Get it plain. I'm nice now. I'm a hijacker, but I'm nice now. The dog. We're gonna go home. We're gonna bring it back and go home. We're going to the dog house. Yeah, it would be the cutest hijacking ever. You'd be so relaxed the whole time. What are your thoughts on 67? You know, it's a good decimal. 0.67 repeating. Yeah, my thoughts on FOSS. I have thoughts on FOSS. What is FOSS? If you don't know, you'll never know. I'm currently using Windows for now, but in the future, I'm going to be FOSSing. Your dentist always told you to remember to FOSS.
So yeah, I got opinions, not about whatever the hell you're talking about. Oh, I opened up the wrong blender. Let me fix. Hey, Feeks! I fucked up! What'd I do? This is... Wait, that was 4.5. This is 3.3. They're both wrong. See, you're both wrong! Anyway, same file, different version of Blender. I suppose I should give this dude his color palette. Mr. Bupsworth. No, Mr. Bupstain. Are you going to make Dog of Wisdom 4? No. Pretty pleased with a cherry on top. Add a top hat. Add a top hat. Like an ad. No ads. God. This members only. So nobody chats. No, no begging, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that. Why aren't you going to make Dog of Wisdom 4? Because this isn't business. I know there's demand. That doesn't necessarily mean there needs to be supply. You can only have that if you accept me for who I am. I could only give Dog of Wisdom 2 after I made Rick and Morty parody. I don't like that that's the rule, but that's the rule. Also, I don't really want to make stuff like that either. I want to make stuff like this, and I don't want to be distracted. Dog of Wisdom is a different era. Dog of Wisdom is itself. I mean, there's probably another one or two in there. I mean, Dog of Wisdom 2 will release in 8 years. I mean, I would love to do a Dog of Wisdom like feature film. but I'm not there yet. If that's something you'd like to say, I don't know. Don't you tell people that that's gonna happen, and then they'll give to the Kickstarter that I'm never gonna do. Well, you don't need to kickstart that, do you? Well, maybe you do if you want it to be good. Because if I wanted to make Dog of Wisdom the film, it would be like, who's gonna pay for this? It's going to be like going to be like some big production studio that's gonna like want to turn the art style into the Minions, and I'm gonna be like, all right, but I don't like it. And then I'll be like, I'm distancing myself from this bad project, and then it comes out and everyone loves it, and I make $1 billion. Is that the move? Let them ruin it so that we can force people to be nostalgic about the originals. What was with the Rick and Morty? Why'd you make Rick and Morty parody? Well, you know, people ask me that, but they want to ask why I made Dog of Wisdom, because they understand it as art. They understand it as something good, and Rick and Morty parody is bad art. And I believe as an artist, I have the right to make bad art sometimes. Bad art that like really badly communicates my feelings. I don't know. It's all just been part of like a protest for years now. I don't want to keep like fighting against it though. I just want people to like let me live. Just like let me make this. And I think this is a good cartoon. I think it's really good, if I do say so myself. But nobody cares about it. I'm going to Hitler myself. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that nobody cares. It's that like people don't understand that I have to choose between this and ad revenue, and I try to, you know, I would probably do this in private if it wasn't for the fact that I get paid to stream when people throw me a few bucks here and there. You know, I got my Patreon link at the top because I really want to finish this cartoon. I don't want it to take even longer. I want to be able to finish it, you know, in less than a year. And you know, I would love to make Dog of Wisdom 4 and earn $10,000 in one day, but it can't just happen whenever you want it to, or even when I want it to. Like sometimes I'll think I have the wisdom and I actually need to chew on it a little longer. So let me ask you, why do you need Dog of Wisdom 4? And let me guess, it's because you need the wisdom. It's because there's, you know, you and everyone else is misguided right now, and they require a YouTube video to tell them something important. Like, whatever the hell this dog has to say, I know it's gonna be big. How many years have you been animating for? Like 15? Like 20 years in, like, probably about, yeah, it's been about 20 years, and then like about 15 years professionally. I'm a professional. I feel like that's the problem, is that like I'm not really a professional. And I feel like that's not a bad thing. I feel like I don't want to be a professional. I've done everything I could to avoid becoming a professional. A professional is a guy who just does his job. Me, I'm an amateur. An amateur is a guy who does it for fun. I do it and nobody fucking told me to. That's the thing, like, I make stuff, and a lot of it pretty unsuccessful, actually. Dog of Wisdom is like my one hit, and it's the one thing that really pays, that like actually really pays bills. And you know, I have a bunch of loser children like Frumplequest that you know, people want, but he's not really a big money maker. So I can't really like afford to make a lot of cartoons. And I'm getting sick of like this grind of just like milking my Dog of Wisdom stuff, because it's the only thing that like draws in, you know, ad revenue is really tough to get. You have to get like hundreds of thousands of views to make hundreds of dollars. It's a really tough grind, and I really hate having to try and keep up, especially when there's just like absolute fucking garbage in every direction. On YouTube, it's you know, it's bad. I don't even know if TikTok is worse because I don't use it anymore, but I assume it's all around kind of the same deal, where like it's just like non-stop slop, just like the slop mo just keeps fucking going, and it's like that's what I'm being turned into with like Papas Gatitos. I know Papas Gatitos are funny, and I know people like them, but it's such fucking trash. I make it so cynically, and I don't know, you know, the idea was that it was low effort and shitty, but like I'm actually getting too lazy to make them now, because they're just like too lazy to generate terrible AI backgrounds, because it's depressing. I don't want to do that. It's not because it's too hard, it's just too depressing. I feel like I can only make them if I really like them, and forcing it is not working. Why did you make a video about Hitler? What was your intent, and what were you feeling when you made it? I was feeling like Jewish people are still really misunderstood. They're like they're like not seen as flawed, not seen as people, really. I wanted to make a cartoon about Jewish characters that really felt human. Like you could kind of like see them as selfish or bratty kids. You know, maybe not bad people, but not like really good people. And I wanted you to discover what you actually liked about them, that maybe you didn't want them just murdered by Hitler. Feel like Jewish characters in kids shows are usually kind of one-dimensional, or they're usually a sidekick is the thing. Stuff like that was bothering me at the time. You know, Trump got elected, and I was thinking like, all right, well, I guess hatred is back in, and you know, there was a shooting at a synagogue near me in Pittsburgh. It really fucked me up. This idea that like one day someone's just gonna like murder me, and no one's gonna fucking do anything about it. It's really hard to have those thoughts and feelings and not transfer it into a video somehow. It's like, yeah, this video is a little like that too, and I know people are gonna like it, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna be like a winner with ad revenue or anything. The Hitler video was, but it also cost a lot just making it. I feel like I'm always losing on these projects, and I have like Dog of Wisdom stuff making up for it, because that stuff is so popular. But people genuinely reacted very well to that Hitler cartoon. I feel like it was a pretty successful pilot. I feel like every time there's a new video, it seems like the people who remembered them are happy. I don't know if anybody really wants to finance this series. I don't know. Maybe financing a series is how you make it bland. Just like make it out of bubblegum wrappers and it'll be good. I'm just gonna like move to the woods because I can't afford to live. I can't afford to live. I can't afford to live. But you know, people don't listen to that shit. They only listen to stupid fucking drama. And I'm not treated as an artist who makes whatever occurs to him. I'm treated as a content farm that just makes whatever the fuck gets views. Not that I can really crack 1 million views anymore. I guess I don't want to. I could. I can make Dog of Wisdom every month. Dog of Wisdom 45. I mean, I guess by making Dog of Wisdom 2 and 3, I was kind of thinking that it's like, oh, I guess it's just become Skibbity Toilet. Well, I think Dog of Wisdom 2 is genuinely good, but I don't have a wisdom that powerful. Did you answer my question? Why do you want Dog of Wisdom 4? You can answer the question, then maybe I'll make it. Hello, Joe Family Guy. That's true. I do make you laugh and cry. That's hopefully what this cartoon will accomplish. Did anybody cry when they watched Literally Hitler? Anybody who's not pregnant or PMSing? Sorry, ladies. You're not allowed to vote here. I want Dog of Wisdom 4 just to piss you off. That would work. Should Dog of Wisdom 4 piss me off? Should I be like, you want it here? And then just like make it so bad. Make it so bad that I hate it. Like that was the whole idea. But like, that sucks. I can't do that. It's like, just like resenting YouTube is just all I've been fucking doing. I mean, I legitimately tried to make 2 and 3 good, but you want 4? How many are we doing? How many are we gonna do in total? How many Dog of Wisdom? How many movies are in like a decent series? And I feel like in almost every movie series, the first one's the best, and then the second one fucking sucks. Second one is like, why? What and why? It was, and then you realize the whole time it was just for money, and it was just a big cash grab, and you got. It's like, wow, literally every creative decision in this was like, give us more money. Man pants. Give the man his pants. And make them brown. Brown pants wearing man. Give him a shirt that's like the same color as his skin. Just another reason to hate him for that. That he looks naked. This is like way too close. Fucking asshole. I hate him for it. Man's skin shirt. I mean, I do think about Dog of Wisdom 4. I just can't bring myself to do it. It's like when I have a video that I really want to make, it's usually like I have nothing else that I can think about. You know, like, I mean, this video I like, but I guess this is a long-term project, so it's not like the same kind of feeling like of spontaneity. Dog of Wisdom Dog of Wisdom 4 hypothetically being spiteful of its own existence reminds me of that one time Robert Crumb killed off Fritz the cat. Yeah. Well, somebody actually made Dog of Wisdom 4 and they made it so Pepper gets shot out of the sky. So that might be what really happens. Like eventually the creator becomes so frustrated with their own creation that they want to stop doing it, and like, you know, it's a cartoon character, so they could probably just like make him undead if they ever choose to, but like it does give like this finality that they kill them off and like have them like, you know, suffer and die in the end just like everybody else. Just like a person does. And Fritz the cat was a movie, and Crumb didn't like the movie, so he's like, I'm done with this character, he's dead. And you know, it's like Kurt Cobain being like, grunge is dead, except he was grunge, so he killed himself. You know, it's like being like vaporwave is dead. It's like, hey guys, I just got here, what's vaporwave? Oh god, this fucking guy is here, it's so fucking dead. And that guy's name was me. That guy is anybody who's ever listened to vaporwave. Like if you're not on the ground floor, then you're at ground zero. It was like the idea that it's over 9,000 was once funny because it was like sort of an in-joke. I always think about that. It's like people who were fans of like the sort of obscure bad dub of DBZ. So it was like, you know, people who appreciate a bit of a crundus. It's like a cheese tasting club. And then like somehow the entire internet caught wind of that. You can't have fucking fun anywhere without these assholes turning into their thing. And it's like, you're okay with this because at some point you needed to leave behind It's Over 9,000 and stop thinking that was funny. But yeah, I feel like there's this idea that like things are killed, and maybe if we'd just like been a little bit less greedy, we could have prevented it from being killed so quickly. Mr. Spacely, fucking asshole. Fuck you, Mr. Spacely. Mr. Spacely had a Hitler mustache, though. Old Hitler man. And fat, short Hitler. His mustache the same color as his pants. He looks too much like Mario. Should make him look even more like Mario. Oh no! What am I doing here? Tie. Let's go choose brown. Make it also too close to his flesh color. What about his pants? Should he just like look like he's nude? He looks like Mario now. He looks like Mario with like a limited palette. It looks like he buys shirts that are 2 sizes too small. Yeah, his heart is 2 sizes too small. Let's make his shirt even tighter and see if it looks funnier. Knowing what we know about him. He thinks he fits into them. He's just uncomfortable all day and takes it out on kids. Nice muffin top. Mr. Potato Head over here. I feel like this is a clip-on tie. Do I have to like add like the clip, or I guess you wouldn't even tell. It would just be like, you know, not very much of the tie would appear like separate from him. Just like the very bottom maybe is curls up like Dilbert. I just want to like put a jet engine up to that tie, have him get sucked in through it. There we go. Mr. Potato Head was a shit toy anyway? I guess I can't comment on that. I haven't been 2 in a while. Poor Mario made to be such a loser. I mean, at least he has his brother to make himself look better. Was that always the point? So, I guess that's Victor's role here. The piece of shit brother who sucks. Got pants-colored mustache. Luigi's 100 times better than Mario. Well, yeah, but he's still a loser. That's why he's better. He has to strive to be better. There's a school of thought called Stoicism that says being a loser is okay, or something. I mean, my school of thought is cynicism. Cynicism meaning, why do I even drink coffee with a cup? I should just drink it with my hands. That would be smart. Bad I'm not. You remember the Skyward Sword parody you did years ago? That was my first encounter with your animations. Yeah, I remember. I remember you were making a video, Audrey and Victor at school, and teacher played with them. Oh yeah, I never finished that one. That was supposed to be a short. But yeah, like the teacher was like, it was like a Hebrew school cartoon. Yeah, I mean they should be shown to have good teachers as well, but not in this cartoon. This cartoon is just like, you know, I don't think the teachers are necessarily the problem in this one. It's just the teachers do nothing to make anything better. This dude is, you know, this dude did nothing wrong. He did absolutely nothing wrong or right. Yeah, I feel like the even more, even more like close to his skin tone pants are like an even more accurate portrayal of his bad taste. Yeah, I mean, he can have 3 different hair colors. I'm not gonna animate him that much. Although, actually, that gray might be better. This color that says pants, but it's not used for any pants. Yeah, that might actually be better. Get rid of that one. Throw that out. A little thicker. Yeah, his eyebrows should go off of his face like a fucking Cap'n Crunch. What motivates you every day to keep going? Definitely not money, because I'm not getting any doing this. I'm doing this because, I don't know. When you're an artist, you just have to make something. Fucking matter. You find a way. I do have to work on this like every single day if I want to finish it a year from now. That's fucking sick, but I also don't mind. I just get a little tired of working on stuff after that long. Will you ever use Blender? I might. I might, Rabbit. I might. I'm using it right now. It's like if I revealed that I'm not wearing pants right now. I actually had to check. Don't worry. Wearing pants. Stand up. Pay me and I'll stand up. Subscribe to my OnlyFans and I'll stand up. Stand up? Oh yeah? Stand up, baby, stand up. Show me your balls, baby, show me your balls. Prove you have legs? Oh my god, is this a fucking Star Fox? See, you can't even see me anymore. You can't see my lack of pants. Holding a pillow up.
Hey, can I see your legs? That's me being nice. I'm nice now. You're... You're serious? Well, you know, people talk. I'm genuinely curious.
Okay, look. I'm wearing pants. See? These are pants. They're shorts, actually. But I took so long showing you that I could have been changing while distracting you with puppets. This is called misdirection. You were staring at the fact that the fox's pants are off, and not the fact that my pants were off.
You know we're always listening.
Can't you just take my word for it?
Nope.
Anyway. You know, that's like one of the funniest things ever. Is just to like leave people hanging on that. You know. Oh man, if I ever become a stand-up comedian, that's gonna be like one of my favorite jokes. Just like leave people hanging on, you know? People really listen when you just say, you know. They think you're about to say something like totally universal, but also they've never heard it before. Yeah, maybe I can become a stand-up comedian and like perfect my you know joke. And maybe it'll actually become a real you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing stand-up right now. Why don't I say something actually funny? Well, that would require like having something in mind and something prepared. You know, if I was a stand-up comedian, I'd probably not get that many laughs. I'd probably be like, man, either I'm not funny or everyone just doesn't get it. And then I would start to resort to like gimmicks, and that would make my act even worse. You know, I got a ventriloquist dummy. Blah 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 blah. Funny. And just, you know, hide behind that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can make it work. It's like a mask. Are you hiding behind the mask, or are you becoming with it on? Depends. It depends on if it's really yours. Did you miss me? I guess not. Yeah, the whisker color. Let's do the whisker. Call it whisker. I might actually get some other use out of this. If I were to take this and tint it brown slightly, that would maybe be like even more like a realistic thin marker. Although I guess, has anyone in animation ever done that? Like strategically using like out of ink markers? It doesn't sound advised because in animation you kind of want a consistency. But this isn't real. This is baloney. So I can probably get away with it. No one will tell me it's unrealistic. I mean, they do make markers that are that color, I guess. I don't really like this filter. I feel like, although he totally looks even more naked with this filter on. Like, this is what it looks like here, and this is what it looks like rendered. He looks like even more like that's his skin color. Like, holy shit. He's like Captain Underpants, like the principal, and he's shirtless. I just found out that you indirectly voiced Tana from Deltarune. Yeah, people are saying that. I don't know if it's true. Although if it was inspired by my video, then I'm extremely flattered. I did out of curiosity just like sample the colors from his sprite and like compare them with Dog of Wisdom's colors. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, maybe it is sample. Yeah. I don't really want to explain what the thing is because I played that game and it was like the other game I liked in the last 5 years. So out of an adoration for this game, I don't really like discussing it. You know, I've tried talking about it with friends and they just like spoil it for me. It's like, you can't even say you're a fucking fan of these things. I mean, now I can't be spoiled, but next time I'll try to just like, I don't know, just like cut my fucking internet off until I'm done with it, or you know, cut my internet off before it comes out, just so that it can't be. Well, nah, it's fine. I actually did an okay job of keeping things fresh. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like discussing what exactly the nature of the sample is. You'll just have to play the game and find out. If you really like my voice, there's a character who kind of sounds like me in that game. I mean, I also thought I saw my reflections of my own work in Pizza Tower. Kind of Joe Grand looking drawing in that game. You know, it reminded me of Casey Green and Johnny Phillips and myself. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind being in the same soup as these things, because these things are actually good. You know, there's like a similarity between some indie projects. I mean, there's even like a sort of a similarity in like the way Temmie does that like kind of noises. So like it might not even be a reference to my videos at all. It might just be like something that she also does. And it's like whether I started it or not, everybody has the right to do that themselves without crediting anyone. Everybody's got this, because like everybody who loves the Dog of Wisdom video want to do it themselves. They're like, like people just like the vocal stem of it all. That belongs to everybody. You know, I can't copyright it, and I'd be a fucking asshole if I did. Oh shit. Oh shit, I actually changed the skin node. Good show that this this doesn't have any of the other human characters in it, or their colors would have been changed. Because I just like made man skin without duplicating it. Whoopsie daisy. I usually don't make that mistake, but it's fine, it doesn't matter, because if I needed this to be in the same file, I can just like import the whole grease pencil object. I hope you get inside the animation industry and get a chance to make you want to make for a good paycheck. Nah, sorry, but it's impossible. I don't believe in that. It's gonna be one or the other. You get a paycheck or you get what you want. It's like if you just get a paycheck, then you're not absorbing the risk yourself. And if you absorb the risk yourself, you have balls. And if you make profit, it's all yours. And it was worth having balls. I mean, that said, I'm not turning my nose up at jobs. I just don't have many prospects like that. I don't think I would be very happy at a lot of jobs. I would work for people with... work for other people who have balls, though. Secret third option, good paycheck and what you want, but it gets canceled after 3 episodes and you lose the rights forever. Yeah, that might actually be the biggest balls option of them all. You just allow your art to die. You sacrifice your art for your life, and then long after your life is over, they find the drafts and make your art. So your art survives, but you don't. And in exchange, you get a good life. You get that mansion. and it was like having a lump sum, but for your art. That doesn't happen though, does it? You get paid and it gets canceled because they don't want to lose their investment. They'll turn it into some crundus, which sucks, but at least they had a chance to make money off of it. This idiot should really have a belt, shouldn't he? Nah, you should just have a button. That's funnier. It makes it look like a big diaper or something. Or I guess I could just draw like one line. Oh, is it self-overlapping? Yeah. You could just double it, do that. Felix is my inspiration to ditch digital and just animate with pencil. Even though I don't do it, I support you in doing that. I like digital to save paper, I guess, but there's so much lost by just like abandoning paper and pencil. The fucking Disney studios disappeared, and everybody who still worked on traditional animation was doing Toon Boom stuff from then on. And well, I guess maybe it was kind of okay at first, but the more you do it, and this has always been a thing at Disney ever since like the Xeroxing stuff, the more you do it, the more you start to like rely on it, like get bored of it, of what it can do, and you kind of want to like invent another way to be lazier again and again and again. And for like the first 40, 50 years of animation history, we weren't doing that. We were just doing pencil and paper. And even when we got to the 90s, when we got to the like cap system digital painting stuff, we were still doing it on paper, and it still looked pretty good because it was hand drawn and those original skills were still being used. And then like, compared to how bland they became with like Chicken Little type shit. Joe is Mr. Tenna. Appa-da-ba-da, appa-da-ba-da. That kind of sounds like him, right? When I felt I was wasting my time, I switched gears to just doing detailed drawings and skipping in betweens like Monty Python and South Park. Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel like with grease pencil, I'm less worried about details because all I really need to do is like nudge them. I don't even have to manually track them. I can just copy and paste them and kind of like, not forget they're there. I still try to manually edit them all, but like that. But like, it's a little bit easier. I feel like, you can make a character as detailed as you want nowadays. There's ways to have a 2D animation. So like you could spend more time on the individual pictures than ever you could ever do before. Grease pencil seems cool. I think it's really amazing. It's like, not only is it free, but it feels like there is nothing like it. There's no way to buy this software or like a more better, like there's no more expensive version of it. It just is this. It feels like for a lot of the history of software development, it meant like if you had money, you could buy a better version. It's like a proprietary closed source version. But at this point in time, open source stuff is starting to catch up to and maybe even surpass the closed source proprietary stuff. It makes sense. The big companies would hire the best people, and like for years and years they've just been like sharpening the ability of the average highly paid programmer, but all the while some stinky guy eating ramen was creating like a crappy free version of it. And now the crappy free version of it is better. So, check out the fucking balls on these guys using Linux and Blender. I'm imagining like those like Tanuki characters with gigantic testicles. I I've never been particularly great at cartoony stuff, but as long as a character looks funny doing nothing, then I don't have to make them move at all. Yeah, your cartoons are a little like Beavis and Butthead. The caricatures are kind of, they're potent, but it's not like the animation is really the focus. It's kind of just like you're looking at it's like Bridge Kids, like those ugly faces. It's like Beavis and Butthead. There's one drawing of them basically. They have different angles of that one drawing, but it really is all about that one drawing. You know, they brought back Beavis and Butthead, and it's still the same one drawing. One can only dream of an open source future. Well, I mean, we could dream of an open source past. It's like, this shit's been going on since the 90s. It's crazy. Blender's been around as long as Maya. It makes... Thanks, man. I get the Mike Judge comparison a lot. That's good, because Mike Judge is good. Yeah, check out Bridge Kids if you haven't seen that. I'm sure everybody here has seen Bridge Kids, right? I'm gonna draw them in the margins. See, how do you draw that one kid who's like fucking ugly? This dude is like, yeah, and I don't think that this is very respectful for my time. See, that this is what's known as emotional labor for me to have to explain this to you, and I'm starting to rethink our friendship as I'm saying that. Rich Kids is fantastic. Yeah, Rich Kids is like one of the few things out there that's like consistent and really funny. I feel like you gotta, you know, a show like that kind of focuses on the humor because it is pretty simple. But I mean, it doesn't look bad either. I actually like the art a lot. Remember Ed's World USA? Yeah, I remember Eddie. The jock, the moron jock version of Ed. Oh. Sorry. It's a high note for me. Blender has a lot of tools. They have put a lot of time into it. That's why I love Blender. Even if it's a new tool sucks now, in like 3 years it'll work perfectly. That sounds almost like the AI promise. Bro, it'll literally work perfectly in 3 years. It's like, you laugh now, but in 3 years, you're not, you know, you're gonna be so wrong. Yeah, I mean, it is true. With Blender, it's like, I mean, also those AI tools did somewhat improve in 3 years. The problem is people's imaginations didn't really. I feel like there is a like cream of the crop best AI generated shit that you can get through in like 5 minutes, and then everything else is just like non-stop slop, like just like stupid fucking shit. I feel like sorry to keep talking about this shit. I guess it's relevant. I'm just waiting for it to become withered, for no one to even mention when something is AI. I mean, we could be, a lot of us could get killed before that happens. Although I don't know. Yeah, it's no use. They're never going to put Marina in Smash Brothers because Sakurai doesn't care about that game. And I respect him, so even though I wish he would reconsider, I don't care if he puts her in Smash. And no one else does either. What they really care about is this game. This game that really did not sell well and deserves a second chance. But that's just like asking for another chance. Instead, just tell people to fucking play this game. And if they say my emulator is too confusing, just buy them an N64 and a copy of the game. I don't know. It is hard to play this game even now. See, you don't even know what game. Mischief makers. They'll never put it on Switch, I guess. I don't know. I think it deserves another chance to be sold. I'd buy that on Steam or something. I don't care. Buy it for $5. I'd rather play it for free. Mr. Bupstein. When Grease Pencil first released, I didn't really like it. Now I use it a bunch. Oh yeah, it's taken me like 5 years to ease into using it. This music has no music. Like this, the whisker. Will you make Audrey and Victor indie animation with these 6 or 7 episodes? 6 or 7. I mean, they're just films. I feel like they're just films and they're just characters. They're just stars like Donald Duck and Goofy. I think I spent a long time like thinking about this and conceptualizing it. I've had these characters since I was 17. And I've always wanted to make it a series, and I always had that drive even when I didn't really know how. And just like Professor Farnsworth, every time I come up with a story that has characters like this, I remember I already made one last year, and I can just like use these characters. Like I already made like a cartoon in 2008 about them. I made a webcomic, which isn't around anymore, but those are the characters. That's how you recognize it is me. And I have like a mental list of do's and don'ts when making an animated series. For instance, it's a series, not a show. If that makes any sense. Because I realized what a show is. It's like everyone's trying to get one. They think that they deserve it. But nobody has to tell you that you can make your art. You think that they do. Wrong. Wrong, young Padawan. It's like, if I sound insane, it's because I am like Farnsworth levels of insane. crazy but right. It's like people look at their characters as like I don't know, like I guess yeah, I also like see them as a trademark, but like feel like there's a lot of characters out there now. It's like, you know, Rocky and Bullwinkle used to be Macy's Day Parade balloons back when there weren't really that many cartoons around to speak of. and what you know, what I think is interesting about that is that now Rocky and Bullwinkle are on like the same level as characters like Audrey and Victor. They're just as obscure now. So like they're never going to be another parade balloon ever. They're not going to be as big as Bluey or Pikachu. Pikachu on his 5th straight decade of being in every single parade. But what am I trying to say here? You know, I made a cartoon about how people's OCs are precious, and if no one cares, they get really upset. And everyone is like that, and I'm like that, and I'm not even making fun of those people like, haha, I'm so much better. It's just like, that's what it's like. It's like, oh, you don't care about my OCs? All right, I'm gonna go kill myself. Just rips up my art, throws it on the ground dramatically, and storms out. Why do you use literally Hitler from Audrey and Victor in your animations that I don't even have Audrey and Victor? What? Why? What do you think of people thinking you're going insane? I don't think you're going insane. You're perfectly fine still doing animation. There's no controversy with you. It's only people. Yeah. And being insane isn't a controversy. Being insane is a controversy if you hate insane people. Being insane is a controversy if everyone hates insane people. Which they do. That's how I see it, at least. People just like hate insane people. They see someone going insane and they're like, what an asshole. He should, you know, die. But, you know, I am a little nutty, but I think that that's fine doing this, because like it's like if you're a little bit conspiratorial, that this is what you think is going to happen. Right, it's like this cartoon is if oh man, that looks so fake. Let's see. Calling yourself not insane is still insane. What about calling yourself insane, but in this line of work it's correct and sane to be insane? Oh, what? I guess the reason I'm doing this way is because the real art is doing the sketch, and then the and then the actual finished drawing is like a mechanical process. I mean, not entirely. This is where you finish drawing it. I feel like I have so much control, just the way Blender works, and I'm kind of using a little bit of like the same method to work as I used to in Flash. I mean, I'm not recycling nearly this much in Flash. Like I can straight up just like use this exact drawing. Did bonus stage influence some aspects of Audrey and Victor? Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I feel like animating Phil and then animating Victor, I realized like how similar Victor is to my version of Phil. That's like I don't know, there's two of them, and one has got everything figured out, and the other is constantly struggling. Yeah, I never even really thought about it until I started animating Victor recently. With films like Flow, it's never too late to make your own Blender-based movie. Yeah, it's a very capable software. You can create your own culture with it. And I mean, they certainly created culture with Maya making films like Delgo. That was the movie that was featured in the Maya textbook I had in 2010, 2009, 2010. We watched that movie in class, and it was so bad we had to give up. Had to not watch the rest. It's one of the worst, most like historic box office failures was a movie called Delgo about like a lizard guy. Let me draw him. He was gross. Voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Like he was voicing every cartoon character back then. Except back then was really like 10 years ago back then. Like, feels like this movie was like a holdover from that era of like terrible like animated movies with the celebrity casts. This is the main character, not the villain. He didn't really look like this. He was a little friendlier than this. He's talking to you. Anyway, back to this. Do you know what your videos is on YouTube Kids? I mean, you can get money from that, but like it's less. But it doesn't matter because my whole channel is like that now. Not YouTube Kids, but like the same monetization options as YouTube Kids. Because let's face it, most of the people watching are kids. And it's wrong to have targeted ads. That's why they have that, to appear or give you the option to opt out of it. But instead of doing, I know that's for kids. I did that because they just rolled out that feature, and I wanted to see if it did anything. I mean, it kind of sucks because it makes it so you can't comment on that anymore. But the comments were kind of stupid on that one anyway. I don't know. Funnier if you can't comment it, you just think it to yourself. This tiger is gonna be so hard to color because his face has so many stripes and shit. Oh shit. I changed the wrong one, huh? Wait. Isn't it either, is it? Alright, well. This is a short scene, so it wouldn't have fucked anything up royally. Yeah, this guy's got stripes and details. I even gave his teeth some shine. Man, fuck it, I'll just make a new one. Oh wait, here. This. Oh, that's orange. Anybody alive out there? I used it to make... Where is it? Whisker. Yeah. That's not colored. Yeah, just make a new black ink. Also, you do make money, just like significantly less. I don't know. I'm not trying to make ad revenue. I'll take whatever I can get, but not if it's like compromising in some way. I kind of wanted to come out even slower. It should just like wobble. Why'd you switch over to Blender? Well, you know, I'm using this program for this cartoon. It's it's something that I kind of need in order to make something that looks like this with the like it's like a cell animation look. I was experimenting with this stuff while making Let Her Know or something, and like I imported some of the animation to Blender, but I couldn't really get the setup I want. But with Grease Pencil, it's like so much more convenient than having to import it from Flash. I can just make it here. It ends up being easier to just make it here, and it's, you know, sort of program that people actually know. The thing is like it's not that I've like completely given up, because I do really like Flash and will still tell people to use it. But I got kind of disillusioned with the archive.org thing. That made me, you know, it made me really happy first, and then sad that they took down the fucking site that that had old versions of Adobe Animate. And it's like I made a change.org petition saying Adobe should release these on Steam or whatever. And well, you know, I did get quite a few signatures for that. Maybe I can use that to some advantage. Maybe I can tell people, hey everyone, I present to you Grease Pencil. And like, you know, finally we can stop complaining about what Adobe does. You know, it's I mean, not that we're ever gonna stop complaining, but Adobe sucks, and this is a way you can fight back. You just use something else. It's free. It's free. You should really get Blender, because it'll be one place for all of your needs, 2D and 3D. You can even do video editing in this fucking thing. Yeah, it might spread more. Like a big hand. I just leave that. Yeah, I don't know about these. I might end up redrawing this. That I didn't know video that I did not know video editing. Talk about a jack of all trades. Yeah, it is a little bit of a shoddy, I guess, thing. I don't really like using it compared to Adobe, but yeah, jack of all trades. I mean, I guess if Blender was good at anything, then it would be everything. I mean, you know, it's got good features. Some of them are not great. Like sculpting is good. If you want to get really serious in it, you might want to use Mudbox or ZBrush. But it's pretty good. It's decent enough to use. To have. You can have. It's free. That's the main thing. Although there's more to it. It's got features that you can't get elsewhere, like Grease Pencil, and it's also like just like easy to download, and you know, because it's, you know, it being free makes it easier to find. It's like, it's annoying when you need to find a program that you already own. You need to prove that you own it. Like, holy shit, even when I don't steal this shit, I'm treated like a criminal. Well, Blender, you can steal all you want because it's supposed to be free. I mean, you can legally make your own Blender and sell it, I think. Unless no. Because you're not allowed to, like, well, you're allowed to sell Blender plugins. That I've never paid for. You know, Blender, someone's paying for that. I don't know who, but there's a Blender Foundation. A foundation that collects money to pay for the development. To buy ramen noodles for some guy. and then this shit happens. Fucking, like, there's nothing like Grace Pencil. I know I say this shit happens like it's a bad thing. It's, you know, it kind of was frustrating to learn it. I was so comfortable in Flash for so long. You know, we gotta move on. Gotta have two wives. See, that's me with my two wives, Flash and Blender. Hi, I'm Joe. I love having two wives and three arms. This is my wife, Flash. We've been married for 20 years. And this is my other wife, Monica. Monica, right? Blender, sorry. That I just met 5 years ago. And we're all married, and I'm still fat, even in my fantasy. But I'm drinking diet soda, which tastes just as good as regular soda. I mean, you can't be this guy and not be fat. This wouldn't be funny. Is that why you have the like classic sitcom formula of fat guy with attractive wife? Wouldn't be funny if the guy looked like she does. Oh yeah, I guess there's always the question of how they ended up together, which is rarely explained. Give him some more gums. I like that this upload has a crackle in it. Grease pencil files are a lot bigger than Flash files, so I'm not happy about everything in this program, but it seems to me like making this cartoon required it, and I like working in it a lot more, even if it is a little bit more difficult. Ultimately easier to work in Blender than it is in Flash. This shit blows my mind. It's just like everything's nudgeable. Everything is nudgeable. Everything is scoochable. Scooch everything over. I made a color for the pupil. Have you ever thought about making your own animation software? Yeah, I have. I could describe my idea, since I'm probably never gonna make it. If there was a Amazon Kindle, but for animation, I was actually thinking about my own tablet idea. It's like the tablet that's specifically designed for animators and has no color because it's all about the sketch. It's basically a magnadoodle that has no electricity, or it has electricity, but I don't know, it's powered by the sun. In an ideal world, it's got like a solar panel on it too. So like you can work outside, get some sunlight while you're animating, and charge up the battery while you're doing it. Yeah, there's no color. It would be too distracting. All you need is gray, or I guess black. You can do like halftones with pressure. The way that like a Kindle has that like tone, it's really just one color. It's black. So it would need like a decent enough CPU. Also, like, something that I don't think is even invented is the ability for those types of tablets to update that quickly. If you drew a stroke on a tablet that worked that way, it would just like pause for a second and then draw it. And to draw it, it would have to redraw the entire screen, which is why it takes a second. So the technology might not even exist where it can automatically update. But if it did, holy shit, that's what I think you should use it for, is to make a little animation tablet that you can take outside and doesn't have a backlight. So it has long battery life. And, maybe the solar panel thing is silly, but the non-backlight thing would be so you're not using it at night, like, so you're not, you can't really use it for anything else. Probably shouldn't even be able to go online with it. Probably just like you just plug it into your device. It would be great if you could just like focus with a device that's designed for that. Then somebody will be like, I jailbroke it so you can go online. Well, you know, there's something to that too. If I intentionally made it difficult for people to do that, they would figure a way out, which is more interesting than doing it for them. But yeah, this is my software slash hardware idea for animators who want something just for the basics. You know, you should be easily able to transfer it to any format you need, so that you can put it on your computer and finish it. Or I don't know, you could just use that to make your animations with no sound, just pure feeling. And it sounds good on paper. Good one. Eco-friendly tablet that helps strengthen your drawing skills as well as receiving vitamin D. Solar battery plus jank modded tablet setup. Style animation's beauty comes from the fact that it's in a 3D space. It's a camera photographing of drawing physically on top of drawing. Hard to get that with 2D software. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That you could get that in Blender. It's just that like you would have to like try and accurately reproduce the conditions for cell animation. So like let's see. What I've done is this is a test for a background. So you know, it's superimposed. You can see there's a shadow. That shadow is not even a real shadow. That's added. It's just a drop shadow, like one that you might add in Photoshop. It's literally just that. But it's added to the render and the mix. It looks good. You can see the lines are kind of like spotty, so it kind of looks a little bit more like real ink. It bleeds into the paint, which is a cool effect. W track, yeah, Super Paper Mario had some good music. Oh yeah, this is not actually the background, but it's, you know, it's the same scene. Let me get rid of that. That's not actually what I was trying to show off. There's lights. There's lights in this scene. I guess they're not hidden. They're just like. Do I have to like find the thing in the thing? You know the thing, man. You were there. You all saw. Lights? Like, this is a spotlight, but we can't see it. Maybe I need to go into the object settings and check visible. Oh, I mean, it's all here. I don't know what the fuck. It's, oh yeah, and if you uncheck it, it disappears. Anyway, that weirdness aside, basically there's two spotlights, which is supposed to mirror the look of a real animation setup. I didn't make like a silly little table this time, but I've tried that too. just to feel like I was really in an animation laboratory. You know, you can do all sorts of shit. You can make a multiplane effect. You have this on. See, there's like different effects you can get by changing its Z position. It reacts differently with the light, and you can change it so like if something is close up like that, it does like a depth of field thing. But yeah. Do more of this. Yeah, I'm still working on this water. I feel like it shouldn't spread out until it gets to the bottom. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I feel like I should probably get going in like 15 minutes. This gives me hope. That's good. As someone who's struggling to figure out how to recreate cell animation without resorting to an expensive budget, this gives me hope. I see. You should look into grease pencil. It, you know, it doesn't cost anything. It's really easy to get into. You need help though. You need someone who knows what they're talking about to help. And you know, I know what I'm talking about a little bit. So I'll try to answer any of your questions, but if I can't answer them, I will redirect them to the head of the Quickie Mart, and he will tell us. Would you ever do stop motion animation? Yeah, I've done a little. I made a cartoon called Wally and Rob using my toys. It was just, you know, crundy. But it was the one and only time I did a stop motion cartoon. And it wasn't bad. It was kind of fun to work on a stop motion thing. I would try in Blender. I feel like, you know, with all the like stuff I'm doing. Yeah, like imagine how easy it would be, and not like easy, but like how basic it would be to animate a character in grease pencil. You know, just like completely animate their sketch, and then instead of going over it on a cell layer like I'm doing here, go over it with a 3D character who was just like a copy of himself every frame. Like you just like, instead of rigging the character with bones, you have a character you just like smudge like he's Gumby. That would be so fucking cool to do, like a claymation thing that was based on like a 2D animation that I sketched out, because I can totally imagine it being better if I planned it like first. And then there is a way where you can just like draw a grease pencil line and it automatically converts it to a like clay. It's pretty sick. I've never tried it, but it's like a shader that you can do. Whether it actually converts it to a real 3D mesh, I'm not sure. Probably can. Oh, whoops. I want to make my own stop motion series, lad. Do you think it's possible? Yeah. I think if you actually can do it, if you actually do it, then it's possible. That's the hard part, is actually doing it. It's like, this cartoon is gonna take me all fucking year, and it's gonna make like nothing. But I did it. And I can already say I did it because I'm like almost halfway done with the video. I feel like there's more than halfway done's worth of work to go, but I might be halfway done just like in the entirety of working on it. That's like I spent a year conceptualizing it, a year working on it, and now there's like a year, or you know, maybe half a year working on it. Now there's like a year and a half to go, or maybe like 1 year to go. God, I hope it's just 1 year, because I don't really want to be working on this cartoon in 5 years. Well, it won't be 5 years, but the Hitler cartoon took longer than I thought. It took, like 2 years. I thought it was going to take 1 year. Oh, that's actually really bad timing, isn't it? Maybe lowering this would be better. Not timing, I mean space egg. Yeah, that's better, space egg. But I feel like the drawing of the water still leaves something to be desired. It look a little bit more chaotic. Maybe should like diverge into multiple objects at this point. It should be lower. Yeah, you might even say like the bottom of the water. Yeah, this should still be shaped like the screen a little. All years lowballing it. Yeah, totally. I know I'm gonna be pulled away from this at some point, and it'll take even longer. I could, try to raise money to get somebody to hire someone who knows how to draw water, but where's the fun in that? Really all about me figuring it out, isn't it? Yeah, this is not what I was trying to make. I need to start over a little. Like this should just be like monitor shaped. you doing stopping pose to pose? Well, I draw the poses and then I in between them kind of cheaply using those drawings, just like I've gotten so used to the fucking luxury. I was just saying that making your art should not be a luxurious experience. I guess it doesn't matter if you do it in comfort, it's still a lot of work. You know, if you're generating stuff for free, that's luxury. That's watching television. That's just flipping channels. That's just watching a interdimensional cable from Rick and Morty. But this is like, you know, a way of cheaping out in a way that doesn't sacrifice it. I mean, you know, if you wanted to, like, you wanted your drawings to vibrate a little more like how they do when you actually redraw something, then you're missing out on that. But you could also add the vibration manually. I mean, you could do whatever you want. You could just draw it again because it's fucking grease pencil. Something I love about just like copying and pasting these shapes is that if you do this like I've been doing and just like drag them on individually, it doesn't matter if you put them over there and then move them, they'll all still be in the same Z order. So like everything will be where it needs to be in order. It's like, you know, you can smudge, you can sculpt anything. That I think is so fun. And yeah, it's maybe not the same as a drawing, but you can still get basically the same control this way, or at least something I want. This is what I'm in it for, is just having control over my own art, which is something that pisses me off about AI. It's not your art, it's not really in your control. It's just watching TV. I guess that frustrates me because it could be turned into actual artist tools, but it's artist unfriendly, I suppose. By nature, by design, it's artist unfriendly. The fucking CEO guy is just been doing his CEO guy thing for like 5 years now. So annoying. Started with like Obama voice, we're gonna cure cancer, and now it's like we're making porn now. The government has 2 million in debt. Regular digital software allows for more of the human touch since AI is just stealing from thousands of other artists and blending it to get together into a slop smoothie. Yeah. It's too bad because I do find the technology very interesting. Nowadays AI has made it so ray tracing in video games is possible, which is, you know, kind of neat. I suppose when you render something in Blender now, you can probably get like pretty cheap ray tracing. I haven't done that. I actually never use cycles. I use Eevee, which is a which is a hardware renderer, while a software renderer like Cycles is, I mean, it has a GPU option, but like basically the difference is one is realistic and the other is like, you know, looks pretty good, looks like a video game. But if you make something using ray tracing is the process of calculating every single beam of light and like the things it bounces off of, and those bounces, and basically what it sounds like, tracing a ray, tracing billions of rays of light. And because it's so many rays, it takes a long time to compute. It basically has like a beam of, it like shoots a beam of light and has it bounce around the room for like every pixel basically. And for a complicated scene, you're going to be leaving your computer rendering all night to do its ray tracing thing. Cheap as hell arm. Like a Family Guy pose. Oh man, I'm so freaking surprised at this thing I'm seeing. It's just like that freaking time. Almost time to end the stream, I suppose. I'd like to feel like I got some stuff done, though. I got Mr. Bupstein in there. And I made a bad in between. Make another. Bupstein. Could do that as a gag, I guess. It's like, whatever, Mr. Bupstein. It's whatever, Mr. Bupstein. It's Bupstein. It's like, you don't even want to think it's Bupstein because that's too funny to be true. It's too close to Buttstain, so you say Bupstein. But it just makes him madder because too many kids are getting his name wrong. Yeah, I don't know about the timing of this. Maybe I should just like get rid of the in-between. Yeah, just get rid of this one. That's funnier. Shitty drawing. Animating water seems like an unforgiving puzzle to solve. Yeah, it is kind of a pain. Let's try to animate this water rising on the bottom here. Alright, I guess I could start it like... Probably start it as like a circle, huh? That's pretty quick. It'd be a little slower than that, maybe. I guess it, yeah, it just needs to be full by this point when the tiger falls in. Not right, not one frame before. Oh, right, it actually has to stop coming out as the tiger appears, so yeah, he's plugging the water. This whole thing is an unforgiving puzzle. Like, there's a million things to do, and you know, I'm trying to make the animation look good so it's believable in the context of the story. A million things to keep track of. Just saw your Hitler neighbor video. Like a good neighbor, Hitler is there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I think I'll go make dinner now. But I'll leave you with this. That's another one, like, you know, and then just not saying anything. But I'll leave you with this and just not say anything. There's so much more to do on this. I can't believe how little I got done in like 4 hours. It's only been 3 hours. Yeah. Still feels like nothing. Well, you know, got started on it at least. Came up with some good colors for butt stain.